we are going to begin with this simple concept, that is degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom. Students, when a body is moving along a straight line, which is called translational motion of the body is independent to move only along the straight line. Means only one coordinate or only one component of velocity. One coordinate म्हणजे काय? Either x axis or y axis or z axis किंवा one component of velocity म्हणजे vx, vy or vz or सांगते हाँ and नाही येणार मुलांनो. One coordinate or one component of velocity is more than sufficient to describe its position because that particle is moving along a straight line. ठीक है? I'll repeat. When a particle moves along a straight line, one coordinate or one component of velocity is more than sufficient to define its position because particle फक्त one dimension मध्ये जाते, that is along the straight line. That is, the particle is said to possess 1 degree of freedom. का? कारण ते फक्त straight line वर जाते. That's it. It is performing translational motion. Point number 2. When a body or a particle moves in a plane, students, it requires 2 coordinates to locate its position. Maybe 2 components of velocity or 2 coordinate axes, x, y, y, z किंवा z, x. असे 2 components, 2 coordinates are necessary to locate its position. That is, it is said to possess 2 degrees of freedom. ठीक है? Third, when a molecule or a particle moves in space, when a molecule moves in space, it requires three coordinate axes to locate its position. That is, it is said to possess 3 degrees of freedom. Then, what is degree of freedom? Degree of freedom is the system of coordinates or independent quantities which locate the position of the particle. I'll repeat. Degrees of freedom are the number of coordinates or independent quantities required to locate the position of the particle. For example, if you take आता म्हणजे एक सरळ एवढं लॉजिक धरून चला की if the body is performing translational motion along a straight line, it has only 1 degree of freedom. If a molecule moves in a plane, means 2 coordinates जेव्हा आपण consider करतो किंवा 2 coordinate axes consider करतो, then it is said to possess 2 degrees of freedom. And when it is possessing, if it is moving along in a space, then it is said to possess 3 degrees of freedom. कारण 3 coordinates लागतात, x, y and z. तिन्ही coordinates गरज असतात. That is what is degree of freedom here. आता we'll come to gases. Students, for monoatomic gas, जरा नीट आहे का? हाँ, for monoatomic gas म्हणजे एकच ॲटम. Like for example helium. हा monoatomic gas है. It exists in nature in the form of a singular atom. It has only translational degrees of freedom. Translational degrees of freedom म्हणजे काय? DOF, degrees of freedom म्हणजे काय? It can move along either x or y or z axis. कळतं? And hence the energy of monoatomic gas is translational energy, which is half mvx square plus half mvy square plus half mvz square. बघा हा, degree of freedom is the system of coordinates or independent quantities which locate the position of the particle. Monoatomic gas, single atom, it has only translational degrees of freedom म्हणजे either it can move along x, y and z axis. Hence the total energy is half mvx square plus half translational kinetic energy मुलांनो, vx component along x, y and z axis. Students, for diatomic gas, For diatomic gas, it doesn't have only translational degrees of freedom, they also rotate. They also rotate about their planes. म्हणजे in addition to translational degrees of freedom, it has rotational degrees of freedom also. रोटेशनल म्हणजे तुम्ही जर एक्स ॲक्सिस वर मॉलिक्युलर ठेवलं हां तर इट विल रोटेट अबाउट आयदर द वाय ॲक्सिस और द झेड ॲक्सिस. म्हणजे डायटॉमिक मॉलिक्युल्स, एक्झाम्पल्स ऑफ डायटॉमिक मॉलिक्युल्स, नायट्रोजन, ऑक्सिजन, they don't only possess, they not only possess translational degrees of freedom, means they are not independent only to move along x, y and z axis, but they are also involved in rotation. का? कारण दोन atoms आहेत मुलांनो हे which are interconnected by a covalent bond, त्यामुळे ते फिरू शकतात. Hence they possess additional rotational degrees of freedom. So for a diatomic molecule, degree of freedom, diatomic molecule translational kinetic energy असते, that is half mvx square plus half mvy square plus half mvz square. Along with that, they also rotate about two coordinate axes, either y or z. तुम्ही मला x axis का नाही? कारण आपल्याला मॉलिक्युलर ठेवायला एक ॲक्सिस लागणार ना म्हणून. हाँ, means it has 1, 2, 3 translational degrees of freedom. In addition to that, 2 rotational degrees of freedom. What is the rotational kinetic energy? Rotational dynamics मध्ये शिकतो आपण. The expression for rotational kinetic energy is half I omega square. I is the moment of inertia. Omega is the angular velocity. सांगायचं काय? Monoatomic gas has only translational degrees of freedom. Hence, mvx total energy associated with it is only kinetic, translational kinetic energy. Diatomic molecules, they have translational degrees of freedom as well as 2 rotational modes. That is along y-axis and z-axis. Means the total energy is the sum total of translational kinetic energy plus rotational kinetic energy. Students, इथं गाडी थांबत नाही. Third, students, for certain molecules like carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide कसं असतं? They possess translational degrees of freedom as well as rotational degrees of freedom. They rotate also. Not only that, they even oscillate about their mean positions. म्हणजे the total kinetic energy associated with molecules such as carbon monoxide is in 3 varieties: translational, rotational, vibrational energy. So translational energy half m vx square plus half m vy square plus half m vz square, which gives you the translational kinetic energy, that is along straight line. Not only that, they rotate. Rotate म्हणजे rotational kinetic energy आली. Half m omega y square plus half, sorry not m, I moment of inertia, half m omega z square. त्याच्याबरोबर ते vibrate होतात about their mean position. They oscillate also about the mean position. The energy which is half what? Half m v square kinetic plus half k r square. Now what is k? Force constant. So what is k, students? ही vibrational energy, partly kinetic and partly potential असते ती. That is vibrational kinetic energy. What is k? K is the force constant. And what about r? R is the distance between the two atoms. या दोन atoms मधलं covalent bond ची length थोडक्यात. That's it. Okay? एकदा revise and then we will start with specific key. What is degree of freedom? They are the system of coordinate axis, system of coordinates or independent quantities required to locate the position of the particle. First point. Second point. For monoatomic gases such as helium, they possess only translational degrees of freedom because they neither rotate. एकच atom है ना, मतलब फिरून चे फिरून कुठं फिरेल? तर एक तरी x axis, एक तरी y axis किंवा एक तरी z axis. Therefore, they possess only translational kinetic energy. If you look into diatomic molecules like nitrogen, oxygen, students, they are interlinked by covalent bond. Means they can move along x, y and z axis as well as they can rotate. That's it. म्हणून translational and rotational kinetic energy. Third, for molecules such as carbon monoxide, they not only can move, they not only rotate, they also vibrate about their mean position. Hence the total energy is translational plus rotational plus vibrational. Vibrational is half mvx square v square, kinetic partly and partly potential. What is the formula for potential energy? Half k r square. What is k? Force constant. That's it. Are you okay, yeah? Are you okay, students? Yes. Now we will continue with the specific heat part. खूप easy आहे ते, दाखवतो तुम्हाला. Listen now. Specific heat. Clear दिसते का बघा? Students will discuss something called as Victor-Meyer's relation, which is related to specific heat. Students, specific heat you are aware in. You have already learnt it in your 11th standard. Today I will be teaching you the Meyer's relation, which is related to specific heat and for gases. What is it? Students, when a gas, take 1 mole of an ideal gas, because ideal gas is applicable है, real gases ला नहीं. Consider 1 mole of an ideal gas, 1 mole, and let it be enclosed in a container. Let the gas be heated, maintaining the volume constant. Let the gas be heated, which is enclosed in a container, maintaining the 1 mole of an ideal gas. We are taking it in a container. Let the gas be heated, maintaining the volume constant. So when you keep the volume constant, whatever heat energy is supplied to the gas is utilized only to increase the internal energy. Whatever amount of heat energy is supplied is utilized to what? Only to increase the internal energy. Gas is not allowed to undergo expansion as volume is constant, and that is given by Cv, specific heat at constant volume, into dT. Here we are taking the volume constant. So when the gas is allowed to undergo expansion by heating at constant volume, all the heat energy is utilized to increase the E stands for inter energy, which is intermolecular forces मुळे जी काय energy असते, that is inter energy, which is equal to what? Cv dt. What is Cv? Specific heat at constant volume. dt is the rise in temperature. Point number 2. समजा if the gas is allowed to undergo expansion, same ideal gas, if the gas is allowed to undergo expansion keeping pressure constant, naturally there is no control on volume. Pressure constant ठेवला तुम्ही, but volume is not constant, means gas definitely undergoes expansion to increase its volume. As the gas undergoes expansion, it performs work against the surroundings. कळतंय? कारण गॅस मध्ये कसं आहे, स्मॉल चेंज इन टेम्परेचर जरी जरा थोडाफार जरी बदलला, still you can change the pressure as well as the volume. In first case, I have kept volume constant, therefore it's not allowed to undergo expansion. In the second case, I have kept the pressure constant, no control over the volume. So whatever heat energy is supplied to this ideal gas is utilized to increase the internal energy, partly to perform work against the surrounding. Because there is no control on volume, gas undergoes expansion, and that is equal to Cp dt. टोटल हीट एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू CPDT. आता मला सांगा व्हॉट इज CPDT? D. Look at these two relations. What do we get here? CPDT is equal to DE, which is CPDT, plus dW. Students, what is the expression for work done in case of gases? It is pressure volume work. Pressure volume work म्हणजे काय ना? Therefore, CPDT is equal to CVDT plus PdV. प्रेशर वॉल्यूम वर्क जे आपण थर्मोडायनामिक्स केमिकल थर्मोडायनामिक्स मध्ये करतो केमिस्ट्री मध्ये इट इज अ प्रेशर वॉल्यूम वर्क. नाउ स्टुडंट्स इझी हा मला सांगा व्हॉट डू वी गेट हियर? देयरफॉर Cp minus Cv into dt is equal to what? PdV. For 1 mole of an ideal gas, PV is equal to RT. करते हैं easy. Therefore, Cp minus Cv dt is equal to what? R dt. Or therefore, Cp minus Cv dt cancels is equal to R. This is the Mayer's relation which connects the specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at constant volume. असं करायचं. कळतंय? Okay? Constant volume पकडला. All the heat energy is utilized to increase the internal energy only. Pressure constant ठेवला. Volume वर control नसल्यामुळे whatever amount of heat energy is supplied is utilized in two ways: to increase the internal energy and to do work during expansion. And it's the job. That's it. 2 मार्क नाही येणार हे. Not more than that. Bye for today. चलो.